Well, they did it. TSM in a crazy 5-game series has defeated C9, moving on to St. Louis next week. Of course, this coverage brought to you by Alienware, but I'm joined right now by Smoothie. Talk a little bit about how that happened. We were joking before this. I was like, this is going to be a 3-0 day. I tweeted after the second game. I was like, wow, I expected more out of TSM. Hopefully, like at least they put up a fight in the third game. But you guys turned it all around. What was that experience like for you?
Um, yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever reverse sweeped in my life from a 0-2 deficit, at least. Yeah, it was a really, really stressful series. I think that they had really good drafts game one that we kind of saw coming, but we thought we could beat it because of practice. And yeah, I guess they just played it really well.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you because you say you saw that coming, but it felt like they were pulling out some really weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, Terexona, it's been a thing in like EU for a bit, and people have been tweeting about it a lot, and I've actually practiced against it in scrims against other teams. Oh, wait.
Other teams.
Uh,
We don't know who you were
we
practicing
play it,
against.
We play it, yeah, we play it.
Okay.
Yeah, so we saw it, but we thought we could do well against it, like we did in practice, and yeah, it kind of sucks, but we tested it, didn't work, so just ban Tarek next game.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the third game in particular? What did you guys notice? Bjergsen just going insane, or is it like because I don't know if it's in these games you just look at the stats afterwards, you're like, what the hell, or if you just see him destroying everybody and kind of cutting his path through the team.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really notice that because I'm focusing on myself, man. Like,
Right.
I didn't really see it. Like, I just thought, oh yeah, nice, we won the fight, right? And it kept us in the game. I'll watch it again later, but so far I've heard good stories. I've heard he did well. So
That's the funny thing because a lot of people, we all watch it with kind of like the God vision, right, of seeing the whole map. And then afterwards, I'll interview players and they'll be like, that was happening? I don't know. All I know is that bot lane, we got this one trade happening and it went really well. But regardless, how did you keep that tempo going after the first, or sorry, how did you not lose tempo after the first two games, right? Because then you have to switch over to like, okay, now we got a reverse sweep.
I think I've been through a lot of situations like these, like best of fives that we were losing in the past, and same has like Bjerg and Sven actually. I think even Broken Blade's been playing in a couple in the past in Turkey. I think this is the first playoffs for Acadian or like best of five, and I was really worried about like how BB and Acadian would perform in under these scenarios, but I think they played really well under pressure. I think that everyone like kept their head cool and just played our game because we know we would win if we just played to our standard.
Now you see that even Acadian himself in his interview was like those first two games were not great. So I mean, did you notice that at all? It seemed like maybe there were some nerves at least in the first two games.
Yeah, I mean, definitely some miss smites and some mechanical misplays from a lot of people, including like myself in the first couple games. But I think in game three, we saw a lot of mistakes from some players in their team, and we punished them really, really well. I think that we played this way in scrims, and we play a lot better in practice. But I think that we didn't play so well in the first two games. I'm not sure why. Maybe we were unfocused. Maybe we just didn't play well. I don't know.
Now I think Avali asked you like, "Hey, who do you think you're going to face tomorrow?" And I forget. Did you actually give an answer?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be TL.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what makes you think TL or FlyQuest? This is always a fun question because by the time people watch this interview, it'll have happened.
Well, I've watched the GGS FlyQuest series, and even though I think FlyQuest was a pretty good team, I think that the veteranship of like TL's players will kind of come through. It's always been like that. Jensen's always been a really strong player when it comes to playoffs, when it comes to like best of fives. He's always done pretty good. And there's obviously there's Peter, right? Double lift, he's pretty good as well in these situations. So I mean, they're all like star class players. So I'm sure that TL will do really good on stage in best of five.
Now, right before your match hit, there was an announcement which was that Reaper got coach of the split, and there's in that thread there's a ton of people saying Zixlal was robbed or an arrow should have gotten it.
Yeah.
What is your take on Reaper getting coach of the split?
Well, I don't know. Coach of the split's always been something that's super controversial because you can't really know what a coach does for a team. Like if you have 5 players, like the TL players, then even without a coach, they'll probably be like playoff level at least. And yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to say which coach is the best, I guess. But I think Reaper, like from experience, Reaper is a really good coach. He really knows how to make his players strive and how to make their players how to make his players like play to the best of their ability and the best like team comp, team style, and he kind of like he's just a really good coach in general. I think. Yeah.
Now, I do want to ask you about yesterday, because yesterday TSM faced C9 and Academy MSI, and I believe TSM came out on top of there as well. Do you guys scrim against each other? Because everybody was hyping up C9 Academy, and a lot of the reason I thought they were good was because apparently they're internal scrim partners. I don't know if you guys work with the TSM Academy guys at all or anything.
I mean, yeah, they're over at the house a lot, and we talk to them sometimes. I don't really watch their scrims, but I know that their TSM Academy has been doing pretty well in general this season. And even scrimming them sometimes, I can tell that they're a pretty good team. They're honestly probably like upper echelon of the LCS teams, and same with C9A. So it could have went either way. I felt like, it's very nice that I guess TSM Academy team and LCS team kind of like beat both my former teams, and like if TL wins, that'd be like the pretty nice. That'd be pretty nice if he won versus TL in finals.
Right. Well, and that's one of the things I wanted to point out is that I don't know if it's a coincidence. I'm curious what your thoughts are on this, but you and C9 both look really good this split. I mean, that match was insane. A lot of people saying one of the best matches of all time, perhaps in the North America LCS. But you guys both have these academy teams that are also highly ranked, and I wonder if there's not some sort of connection there, right? Like if teams don't benefit a lot from having a strong academy team that they interact with and sometimes scrim with.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think having a strong academy team has so many merits. Like, some teams just don't care too much about them, but I think having like reliable scrim partners that we can actually learn stuff from, and we can rely on them to play like at a pretty good level, to just practice matchups, practice like situations that we could be in draft, and we can do the same for them. I think that's been really helpful. I think our practice games against them have actually made the difference in some games, and yeah, it's really nice having like a reliably good team.
Well, I know TSM fans are probably just losing their mind after that match. Is there anything that you want to say to any of those folks at home who are probably on the TSM subreddit right now, just typing up paragraphs about your genius and your teammates' genius?
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, everybody. I didn't think we would go down 0-2 today, and we came in with a lot of confidence, but fortunately, we still won. Thanks for everyone for supporting us so much, and all the fans, all the TSM fans who, I'm really glad we just proved a lot of the haters wrong,
Well, thank you so much, Smoothie, for the interview. Congratulations, and thank you for the very entertaining match, even if it did make me late to my dinner plans. You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Quick, stop everything you're doing, click on the Twitch link in the description of this video, and follow me. And then if you have a Twitch Prime, feel free to throw it my way. Just want to throw that out there. Either way, thanks so much to Alienware for sponsoring my stuff over the course of this split and going into the next split. They're going to sponsor me at MSI. They're going to sponsor all this stuff. Really appreciate it. U.GG for the stats over the course of this split. It's been fantastic as well. And so much thank you to you. So much of a thank you to you for watching all my content. I really appreciate it. We're getting close to 200K subs on the channel. If you want to help me out there, that's super helpful. But you already helped me just by watching it and sticking through this entire outro. And if you did stick through the entire outro, let's see, what's like the special thing you could put? Just put a less than 3, like a less than 3 in the comment of the video, and then I'll know that you watched this.